the inside, running a very big race. Flagship Uberalles is driven along. Ruby Walsh steals a half glance. He sees he's got 2 or 3 legs on Tuchev, heading down towards the second last. Azertyuiop, another neat jump there. Ben Autry trying for a run up the inside. Tuchev is third. Flagship Uberalles is battling on and does see out the trip extremely well as they run round the final turn. They got 1 fence left to jump. Azertyuiop kicks now, kicks 5, 6 legs clear. Decisive turn of foot, impressive. Flagship Uberalles goes into pursuit in second, but at the final fence, last year's Arthur winner Azertyuiop, he's over safe and sound up the hill. Azertyuiop by 8 lengths from Flagship Uberalles, the old champion. He's having to give way to the younger horse, and it's Azertyuiop scampering up the Cheltenham hill. Azertyuiop, he's all class, and Azertyuiop wins the Queen Mother Champion Chase in magnificent style.
Rule Supreme is now pressing Best Mate for second. They're on the run to the final fence, and it's B for Salmon out in front of Rule Supreme, who's staying on well for Barry Geraghty. Best Mate is good on the inside for third. Final fence coming up. B for Salmon comes to the last in the Lexus. A big bull jump by B for Salmon, and down is Rule Supreme. Best Mate is now second, but on the run up towards the finish, it's B for Salmon. Best Mate is trying to cut into the lead, but it's got to be B for Salmon's day as they run up towards the finish. The Lexus Chase is on the menu for Michael Harrigan's charge. Paul Carberry has a look round and waves on the 3-time champion. But it's today is
first goal, and Best Mate being held in there by Harbour Pilot. Didn't get a good run as they race for the turns. So Rembrandt takes off out wide. They got 2 fences left to jump. First goal is joined by Harbour Pilot. Best Mate has got to get out of trouble and now pulls wide at the front pair. Then Sir Rembrandt wider out. Before Salmon is fifth. At the second last, Best Mate, great jump, and there he takes it up. And 38 years on, now Best Mate has his big chance to emulate Arkle. Heading down to the last is Best Mate from Harbour Pilot. Best Mate a half length to Harbour Pilot. So Rembrandt is back in third. Best Mate, he's a length ahead of Harbour Pilot. Starting up the hill, it's familiar territory. Best Mate from Harbour Pilot. So Rembrandt on the outside. Can he hang on? He's clinging on. Best Mate bounding away. Best Mate, 3 gold cups. So Rembrandt and Harbour Pilot. Then before Salmon, who stayed on well. Next is first goal.
Denman, the Listener and Mossbank as they straighten up for the final fence. It's Denman, Ruby Walsh from Mossbank on the outside. Davy Russell in the centre is the Listener and Daryl Jacob, but Denman leads Mossbank and the Listener. In fourth is B for Salmon. Final fence in the Lexus Chase, and it's Denman over in front of Mossbank. Then comes the Listener, and on the run up towards the finish, it's Denman and Ruby Walsh from Mossbank, the Listener, and B for Salmon staying on again as they race up towards the finish. It's going to be another big one for Ruby Walsh and Paul Nicholls. What a hand he's got in the Gold Cup. Ruby and Denman win the Lexus, and it's going to be a photograph for second, very close.
Second. Direct route on the inside under Norman Williamson, looking for a double. The Outback Way is running on. Here's the second last. Edredon Bleu moving out. Flagship Uberalles was down on his nose there in second place, but still in with a shout. Direct route now delivering a run back in third as they make the final turn with 1 fence to jump, and then the hill. Edredon Bleu will not surrender the lead lightly. Here coming at him, his direct route in the orange jacket. The favourite on the far side, Flagship Uberalles. The final fence, 3 in a line. Edredon Bleu just in front from direct route. Flagship Uberalles on the far side. Edredon Bleu challenged all the way up the hill by direct route. Direct route putting his nose in front. Edredon Bleu flanks back on the near side. The bombing finish, very tight direct route.
And Tony McCoy in the lead as they round the home turn, being chased by War of Attrition. In third is Canebrake, and Exotic Dancer left in front. Has he been left there too early? Leads by 4 lengths to War of Attrition. Canebrake in third. Final fence in the Lexus. Exotic Dancer and Tony McCoy over the last now, and clear of War of Attrition and Canebrake. And on the run up towards the finish, Exotic Dancer finally going to win a major prize as they race up towards the finish. Exotic Dancer in the colours of Sir Robert Ogden, trained by John Joe O'Neill and ridden by Tony McCoy. Exotic Dancer wins the Lexus by 12 lengths. War of Attrition second. Third down.
Bleu comes under pressure. Bellator back in fourth, then Edredon Bleu and Seymour Business struggling to pick up. This is 3 out, first gold, a great jump. Lands 3 lengths clear of Florida Pearl, who's now offered some rain in second place and asked to go after the leader, but the leader looks mighty strong. First gold, oh, he was brilliant, 2 out from Florida Pearl in second. Bleu back in third, then Bellator in fourth place, and first gold. He looks every bit as good as they said he was, coming to the final fence in the King George. First goal clear, brilliant again. Florida Pearl over in second. He's going to have to settle for second best yet again because he's met a real smart one here. First goal for France, a 5th win for the Denman team. First goal wins the King George in brilliant style from Florida Pearl in second. A long break. Flagship Uberalles comes there to take over now. Flagship Uberalles has quickened up well, lands 2 or 3 lengths ahead all of a sudden from Fidalco and Edredon Bleu, who's struggling in the ground. They make the final turn, and it's Flagship Uberalles who's got a good lead now with 2 fences left to jump. Flagship Uberalles, a great jump there. Edredon Bleu and Fidalco seem to be playing for places now because Flagship Uberalles approaches the final fence with an 8-length lead over Edredon Bleu. Here's the last then for Flagship Uberalles, the winner in 1999 and in 2000. Edredon Bleu is trying to close the gap in second place, but it all looks in vain because Flagship Uberalles is bouncing right back to his best here. He's 3 or 4 lengths clear of the valiant Edredon Bleu, and Flagship Uberalles wins it again from Edredon Bleu. It's left to jump in the King George, and it's Florida Pearl's second last year, a bridesmaid on so many occasions. Bacchanal challenging first goal, just appears to be struggling now on the outside as they jump 3 up first goal, clambered through that. Best mate in third place is now beginning to move forward, but Florida Pearl still going strongly in front. Florida Pearl got in a bit tight over 2 out. Bacchanal landed second. Best mate trying to challenge between the pair. They race down towards the final fence. Can Florida Pearl win the King George? He's 2 lengths clear. Here's Best Mate challenging under Tony McCoy. Florida Pearl sails over the last. Best Mate now got a fight on his hooves on the outside. Florida Pearl, can he hang on today? Best Mate in second, and Florida Pearl will win the King George. And no,
he's made every yard to this point. Gloria Victis by 2.5 lengths, but Marlborough is in hot pursuit. In third, Bouchasson. In fourth, the land agent, Jeddah is 5. Here's a second from home in the racing post, and it was Gloria Victis again. He jumped it impeccably well. In second place was Marlborough. In third, Bouchasson. The land agent's running another game race in the racing post, but he's not good enough today. Racing down towards the 19th and final fence, it's Gloria Victis. He's up, he's over safely. In second place is Marlborough. The rest are strung out across Surrey. They're racing inside the final 150 yards. This is a horse you've got to make a note of. He could be destined for the very top. Gloria Victis takes the racing post of 2000 for Martin Pipe and Richard John.
Jair Du Cochet has 2 lengths on his Irish rival as they run down towards the second last. Jair Du Cochet looks like returning to his best at the moment. Here's the second last. Jair Du Cochet comes in to take it. He's over safely. He's extending his advantage over Rinkerie with 1 fence left to jump there. The only 2 left in the race. With 1 to go then, Jair Du Cochet, can he get it right? Long stride, good jump. 6 or 7 lengths to Rinkerie in second place. And it's Jair Du Cochet, conqueror of Best Mate at Huntingdon earlier in the season. He'll be taking on the champ again here in March. He's storming clear of Rinkerie to win the property chase in the hands of Jacques Ricou. Jair Du Cochet for France wins it well from Rinkerie. And those are the green
blundered and seated Davy Condon as they run downhill with 2 to jump. Kauto Star coming there strongly on the outside. Night Legend the inner. They're clear of Light on the Broom in third. The Listener remote fourth. They approach the second last. Kauto Star has eased into the lead, has gone on a few lengths cleared of Night Legend second, Light on the Broom back in third. At the second last, Kauto Star over and clear by 5 or 6, Night Legend second, Light on the Broom third, and then the Listener, but down to the final fence in the jnwine.com champion chase. Kauto Star over and clear, Night Legend pressed for the second by Light on the Broom, but on the run in, Kauto Star a long way clear. He's going to justify odds-on favouritism, recording his 9th Grade 1 success. Wins it in great style. Kauto Star back with a bang for Ruby Walsh and Paul Nichols. Light on the Broom runs a smashing race to come through to be second.
Inside of Doran's Pride, a bit of a break to Inish Cara, but on the run down now with 2 fences left to jump. Florida Pearl's been asked a couple of questions and looks like trouble. The Cheltenham Gold Cup winner in the lead from Doran's Pride. Florida Pearl is finding little in third, and with 2 left to jump, it's the Gold Cup winner. Looks like trouble, and Richard Johnson out clear of Doran's Pride. Florida Pearl is back in third, but just 1 fence now between Looks Like Trouble and a debut victory on a seasonal appearance, and on the run in a fabulous jumping performance from Looks Like Trouble, and Richard Johnson on his first visit to Down Royal, a winning one as he salutes the crowd. A fabulous performance from the Cheltenham Gold Cup winner, and Richard Johnson shows his delight. The crowd respond. Doran's Pride as always, a game effort in second.
Samosa, Petit Rabana's trying to get back into the race, but Ruby Walsh steals a peep. He comes towards the second last, and again he gets over it well, masterminded. He's gone 10 lengths in front from Petit Raban. They're followed then by Mahogany Blaze, and then Ornoir de Samosa, who's dropped out, but he's a mile clear coming towards the last, masterminded. He flips over it in good style. He's a machine, masterminded. He's about 15 lengths in front and is going to come home an effortless winner of the Victor Chandler Chase. Up towards the line, it's masterminded. A memorable victory. Petit Rabana's come again for second.
Flyer challenging on the outside. Native Upmanship in 4th place from Chenkos, and Flagship Uberalles now under strong pressure. Here's the second last, 3 horses in a line here. Who rises first? Seaboard, and he's down. So too Latalomni, down at the second last, 2 years running. The favourites left clear. Moscow Flyer left clear at the second last and turns for home with a commanding lead over his compatriot Native Upmanship. Chenkos is third, then the reigning Flagship Uberalles in 4th place. The final fence coming up then for last year's Arkle winner. Moscow Flyer draws towards it, jumps it well. Native Upmanship second last year, looks booked for second again. Chenkos is third, up the hill, and the favourite's going to win the big race of the day. It's Moscow Flyer striding away with this. The champion chaser, Moscow Flyer.
Hennessy Gold Cup, and Neptune Collonges and Ruby Walsh. Notre Père is still staying on for pressure in second. Heading now for the final fence, Neptune Collonges the leader. Notre Père just won't go away, still trying to close within a couple of lengths, but Neptune Collonges comes to the last in the Hennessy, safely over. From Notre Père they're clear of in 3rd place a fistful of dollars, and running well inside the last 200 yards, and Neptune Collonges kept well up to his task by Ruby Walsh. Notre Père is still staying on, but cannot close the gap, and Neptune Collonges will win the Hennessy Gold Cup for John Hales, Paul Nicholls and Ruby Walsh. Good compensation for his
to jump now, and Seymour Business, the Gold Cup favourite, leads by 8 or 10 lengths as he draws towards the last now, jumps it in magnificent style, and goes on here to complete a memorable double for the Paul Nicholls stable. Jumping it in second is McGeorge, then Tresor de Mai and Bobby Grant. But on the run in for home, Seymour Business, Mick Fitzgerald comes home with plenty up his sleeve, and he'll go to Cheltenham, a very worthy Gold Cup favourite. It's Seymour Business who goes on to win by 10 or 12, 15 lengths. Second is McGeorge.
By Barry Geraghty, running down to the second last fence. Kicking King from Well Chief, John James between, and Mr. McGoldrick. Down there was Tudor interfering with John James, running round the final turn, and it's Well Chief that nips up the inside of Kicking King, and Well Chief going much the better. He kicks 2 or 3 lengths clear of Kicking King, running towards the final fence there, about 8 clear of Mr. McGoldrick, and Leduc running on, but it's Well Chief in the colours of David Johnson. Tony McCoy didn't get very high. Kicking King is given a window of opportunity with the hill to climb, and Kicking King is battling back very tenaciously. Well Chief is motivated again by McCoy. Well Chief by a length to Kicking King, 50 yards left to gallop. Well Chief is holding on. Well Chief wins the Arkle from Kicking King. Leduc is third. Jay Hash